Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial on how to draw the hairs step by step. I'm using this mechanical pencil and this gel pen, and then after that of course I'm using my super clean eraser. After that I will also use a black pencil color. I found this mechanical pencil and the gel pen inside the Upgrade mystery box. I will leave you the link in my description and you will have a 15% coupon for the subscription. Okay, let's start. As you can see, I'm starting to draw my mannequin, so I will draw the hairs up to it in a second moment. Even if you want just to practice, it's important to draw a base on which to draw the hairs, because you will better understand where to set the lights and the shadows, and it's also to give a better shape to the hairstyle. In this example, I show you how I divide the hairs into halves, and it's really important first of all to create a guideline, many guidelines, to divide the hair into sections, to understand its shape and dynamism, and to give it a three-dimensional effect. It's really important to do not press too hard against the paper, so that we can erase if something is not same as we are thinking, or in this way we are free to play with our project and to be more happy. Now, as you can see, I'm drawing two straight lines, just to understand the length of the hairstyle I'm going to draw, and by using this method, of course, you can better see and choose what's better for you, so you are free to choose, it's your choice. At this point, it's time to add some details which will manifest themselves in the form of lines next to each other and more precise shapes. So I'm starting from the center and I'm going to the zone behind the ears, and then I start to draw some strands. A good advice I can give to you is to sit in a comfortable position, which allows you to move your wrist better, so as you can have a better fluidity while drawing. I'm going to do the same thing to the right side of my drawing, and as you can see, I'm starting to draw these little lines next to each other, and I'm always starting from the same zone and I'm going up. So an important thing while drawing the lines that divide our strands is to always follow a direction. So if I'm drawing on the bottom side, I go up. If I'm drawing in the upper part, I go down with my pencil. Now I'm going to decide the length of my hair, and after that I'm going to draw small locks that start from the area behind the ear. Then I give small, slightly rotational but firm strokes, which will simulate the movement of the hairstyle, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Maybe some part of the hairs will go behind the neck, in the shoulders, just to make them different and give it more dynamism. And then I start to press a little harder to certain zones to create shadow areas and to better divide in sections. As you can see, in the inner area I start to create shadows, drawing small lines nearby, and the more lines we create and the darker the area becomes. By using this method we are giving depth to our drawing, and at the same time our drawing and our result will be cleaner. And as you can see, when I'm drawing in the upper part I go down, when I'm drawing in the down part I go up. And you have to remember that we have to follow a light zone, which is usually this one in the middle, so I'm leaving this part in white and I'm continuing to increase the shadow area. At this point I've decided to use a gel pen, an ink pen, and then I'm erasing it, so as you guys can better notice the movement I was using with the pencil. And I will do the same thing in the bottom part of this hairstyle. Remember that the darkest part is always the one who is going behind the hair, so I'm going to draw in a very heavy way there by using my gel pen. And the same thing goes to the bottom part, so I'm starting to trace the areas again, and I'm drawing by trying to be precise, very precise. Take your time, don't rush. Remember that we have to draw while relaxing. We don't have to rush, we are not doing any competition, so relax, breathe, hold your breath when you are trying to do some precise line, because the breath is helping us a lot with precision. And then I'm going to color in the areas between the blocks to separate some zones from others. And remember that using a light hand helps us to modulate the shadows better. This is the reason why you have to be patient, because if you notice that an area is too light, you can continue to work on it if you are using a soft hand. But if by chance with a pen you start to go in berserk, it will be more difficult to fix your drawing, and you will have to restart and to use other methods, for example gel pen or other colors such as a white or a gray, and so on. Anyways, just to let you know, I've done some other tutorials, for example how to draw the hairs by using pencil colors in anime style, and I was even showing the indenting technique, which I will show in a very fast way in this video of today. But anyways, at the moment I'm erasing again to let you see, and I'm perfecting my drawing. Now I'm showing you something different, which is when we draw tufts that cross the face, it's better to do it in a subtle way. Many times it happens to see drawings with big locks in front, but believe me, less is better. The effect will be more natural and delicate. So as always, I'm drawing the base of my new girl. Her name will be Letitia, so welcome to La La Land, Letitia. I will be very fast. I will draw just the right side, so she will be half bald. But it doesn't matter, I'm just showing you something fast and easy. And as you can see, I'm always starting from the middle, and I'm starting to draw some delicate and little lines just to show you what I was saying before. So be delicate always. And of course, I'm going to use the same method I was showing you before, so I will add more shadows to the borders. I'm going to time-lapse this part because you've already seen what I was doing, and I will leave it in pencil. I'm not going to use any pen up to this example. In the next drawing, I will show you in a little more detailed way the movements to do. So I will make a bigger drawing, and I will use a black color pencil, which is the Stabilo Trio Black pencil color. I will leave you my full tutorial playlist in my description box, so feel free to take a look and to follow my other tutorials, for example how to draw eyes, how to color this, how to color that, how to draw an original character, and so on. And don't forget to like and to subscribe, to hit the bell to support me and my channel to enjoy the next videos. Remember that depth is really important when we draw something, because it makes our drawing even more realistic. I'm going to draw the next example. Let's give a new name to this beautiful girl. Her name will be Laura. Laura. So I'm going to draw her in details. I'm still doing something for beginners, and I'm not doing something super realistic. This is just a tutorial for beginners and to people who want to understand how the process works. Of course, you will find a tutorial on how to draw faces, how to draw a body in my playlist, so if you want to know about the proportions and this and that, just click up to my playlist and go check it out. Remember that a woman also has sidebars. Obviously they are small and delicate, but they are there somewhere, if you like it or not, so don't avoid them. Nature is nature and we are not cartoons, so draw them, be delicate. Of course, don't draw some super sidebars. And of course, I'm going to split my forehead into different halves, the right side and the left side, and I will do two different art styles up to this character, but I will try to show you something more to give a more natural effect up to our drawing. So in this example, I will basically do a mix between the second character and the first character. Having a soft hand helps a lot in precision and fluidity. The strokes are decisive and direct. Don't be afraid, don't be held back. Follow the natural course of the movements of your wrist and accompany it towards an internal or external direction. Start from a specific point to add shadows and move more to the left or to the right according to the area you are starting from. And let the central area be faded so as to leave some highlights. Leave it white. You can even use an electric eraser, of course, or a pencil eraser, feel free, because sometimes, especially if you're a beginner, you can make some mistake and you can fix it, of course. So there are some small exercises you can do to test your lines, especially at the beginning, but I will show you later. Believe me, the process is very simple. Just follow one direction and divide into sections, and that's it. Here I'm showing you what movement I make when I draw the shades created by the small lines next to each other. So when I draw the outer parts, I move toward the inside. When I start from the high line, I go toward the outside. Is it as if we had to join two different ends but leaving the inside empty? Now let's go and draw the other half of the hairs. Remember to always have a very sharpened tip, which will help you to do a drawing by using a better precision and so on. And to control the tip better, of course. Let's divide in sections again to understand where to set the shadows and the lights. And as you can see in this part, when you want to draw hairs that goes to the hairline, always start in the opposite way, because if we start from the forehead, the result will be similar as a stick. While if you start from an area of the hair and you reach the forehead, then your result will be sharpened and more natural and precise. So I'm going to draw many other lines, and again I'm using the same method as before. This is the light area, so I will leave it white, and I will go to draw the area below. So I'm moving to reverse, I'm going from the outside to the inside, and the area behind the hairs is always darker, so press a bit more, not too much, of course, don't press too much, but a bit more, just a bit more, and then start to be delicate. The more you go towards the central part, and the more your hand must become delicate. I'm going to add some spare hair now in front of the face of this character. As you can see, I'm not really pressing at all. And then I'm going to draw the other hair, and I will return to the bottom side of the hairstyle. Of course, again, the area behind the hair is always darker, and then we go fading and giving some sections and shapes until we are happy. We can continue like there is no tomorrow, but you always have to know when to stop, and you will feel it. This is the exercise I was talking about before, to understand more about the pressure, of course, and the trait, and to exercise your wrist to do some movements from the inside, from the outside. Feel free to do as many as you want. And you can also use this method by drawing the eyebrows, of course, to give it a natural effect. After that, I'm going to draw some curly hairs to explain you how to draw them. I'm going to fix the depth here and to add some extra strokes in a second moment. And now I'm going to draw a small lock to show you what to do to draw wavy hairs. What you have to know is that the middle part is our light zone most of the time, so the protruding part is light and the part that connects to the next curve is shadow. It's a dark shadow. And same as I was explaining before, leave the area, the middle, in white, gray. To draw extra curly hair, I recommend you to use the scribbling technique, especially if we are talking about an afro hairstyle. So this is the example. Of course, this technique will take you more time than the normal way to draw normal hairs, because we know that the afro hairs are very complicated to draw, and so you will have to keep go up to some parts and in the outside. So do some little circles, concentric lines. At this point, I'm going to show you the indenting technique. So this is the art supplies I'm going to use. You can even use a toothpick, a large one for the skewers, or basically you need something very sharpened, even a pen without the ink. And these invisible lines do nothing but leave us some white areas, which in the case of a hairstyle will be precisely the hair strands. This technique can also be used to draw the fur of an animal or the feathers of I don't know, a tree, a leaf. Feel free to experiment where you want and to do what you want. This art supply has two tips, one thick and one thinner. So obviously the results change according to the thickness of the tip. Thank you very much for watching my video. I will drop the art supplies links, the Amazon affiliate links in my description also. See you soon with my next drawings and take care of yourself. Ciao!